Hello everybody and welcome to Tombs Gaming and Reviews, where we are here today to bring you a new segment called How Does One Even? Today we are covering How Does One Even Ash. More specifically Ash Prime, I guess. First, we're going to cover the most important thing of any frame, which is the fashion. You can get everything done here, all your little colors and such. Regalia is always your actual sigil, which I do not believe I have. Let's do something about that. Peachy. But seriously, most importantly, is you always want to put a reactor on your frame. Unless, of course, it's MR fodder, such as you have a mag. You're building a mag prime. Don't react to the mag. React to the mag prime. Simple. Easy. Polarization is always optional. I personally am going to put one on because I need to fit my final mod on, which we'll cover when it comes time for that. But it's not really a necessity. You can obviously build it without such. Just not to its fullest potential. First things first, duration in Ash Prime. Now, this is always an iffy one for me because with duration comes less damage to your actual Blade Storm, which means if you reach that damage cap, you will end your Blade Storm earlier than normally. But it is also kind of a key point for the whole Infinite Blade Works Blade Storm thing to be able to smoke screen for a long enough time to keep yourself from being dead. As you can see, we don't have a Vitality or a Redirection on, so we're going to be a very squishy frame. Also, Energy Siphon is not recommended. This is simply for when I actually show you guys, I can keep up the energy to do so, because I am missing the key mod, Rage mod. Rage makes it so all physical damage taken will be converted into energy. What you're going to really want to put here is a Steel Charge. The Steel Charge will, of course, add to the damage of your Blade Storm, which means you can kill more shit. Intensify, following in with the same, of course. As for any caster frame, efficiency, power max. You absolutely need it, or else you're going to be spending about 95 or so energy per Blade Storm, and that just does not cut it. And even if you are at that and you don't have the flow, you're going to get one Blade Storm, be out of energy, and you're going to just get shot down. I don't mind losing the duration so much. We made up for it with the continuity. I do have the prime continuity, but I will not go that far in the duration, so I don't sacrifice too much damage. And of course, power strength. It's Blade Storm. You're a DPS character. You need that. We already covered that with the Intensify and such. That's a basic rundown for the mods. Now, we're going to go do a T1 Exterminate. We may not finish the entire thing, but we're just going to get a short point across of kind of how you want to play Ash while you're going through. It's really not, it's not the most complicated meta. It's kind of a very guerrilla tactic type warfare, but I feel it needs maybe a little demonstration. Also, for those of you who don't know how to get to your ships, it is in your main menu. You can change the colors from there. We will go over that at another time. Skip. Skip. Now, I personally, I'm a very patient player. I like to have energy at all points in times. At the beginning, I will always use an energy restore. It's optional to you. You can also use a firework while you're bored. Yeah. But I like to start out with energy. Sometimes it's a waste. You might run across a Death Orb, which as a prime frame means basically a free 250 fucking energy for you. All prime frames has a passive where if you touch one of those, I just wasted energy. Where if you touch one of those, you essentially just get free 250 energy. It shoots out for your entire team actually, but we're doing a solo run right now, so that doesn't matter. Now what you always want to be doing is you always want to try to keep yourself smoke screened when transitioning rooms, especially on the higher levels, T4s, T3s if you're going solo, because who knows, you could run into 2 bombarders, a heavy gunner, and get latched up by an Eximus. And like I said, we are doing a very squishy build, Infinite Blade Works with fucking Ash, so you can go down easily if you're not careful. Honestly, I've had T4 melees just come up and one-shot me from behind. So you really do, you just wanna stay cloaked as much as possible. If it's becoming too much of a drain on your energy, that's fine. Just be really quick on your Blade Storm. Make sure you've already got it set so you can just press the button and automatically cast it. We're gonna get the secret room right here. Little backup on this is that secret rooms, the crates will drop almost, keyword, any mod in the game. So if you've been looking for Firewalker for some reason, say example, you might find it there. I personally prefer Transmutations for getting random mods, but that's just me. Not everyone has the random rare mods to do that with. Another key point to Ashe is keeping your melee out, something I haven't been doing. Your Blade Storm will actually feed off your melee counter as well as the animation speed, I believe, off Fury, though it does not feed off of your actual base damage of the weapon itself. If you guys wondering what I'm doing, these are secret rooms behind the walls, quote unquote. Some of them aren't actually rooms, but we're going to refer to them as such. And if you have a carrier and a good reach weapon, you can get behind those walls and just pick them up anyways. We're going to get some energy here real quick before we move on. As you can see, we are rocking Zidanas. I love these. I actually have two of my favorites. I split them between frames because I feel one's more for the rounded frames and the other's for jagged frames like Ashe and such. As you can see, that multiplier going up. And it's really just a lot of rinse and repeat with Ashe. Like I said, it's not a very complicated strategy, but the fact of the matter is, it's efficient. And that's really all you can ask for in this game is efficiency and numbers. Oh, see, like I said, heavy gunners and an Eximus. I didn't get pulled, though. Like I said, this is a T1. We kind of just tried to keep it simple for the gameplay and for the explanation. I love Blade Storm because it has such a range. A little tidbit about the range is it marks the enemies within it, and any that enter that do not have the mark will not actually be added into your total tally for the Blade Storm. And I believe Blade Storm does have a maximum of, and I want to say, don't quote me on this, but potentially 12 marks that you can make. I'm not 100% sure. You can check the wiki for specifics, obviously. I'm not going to pull that up right now in the middle of a gameplay and just sit here silently wasting you guys' time and making dead air, because this is actually being recorded on my PlayStation, which means I don't get to edit this before I post it. And again, secret rooms are behind these orbs. We got a flash it. It's not the best mod in the world, but it's still going to be a little bit of credits. Get the fuck out of my face. Also, on the tidbit of being patient, if you guys ever need a spot to go, you can jump down a lot of grates and have a nice little spot to kind of just sit down, catch a breath, you know, meditate it out. If I needed energy, this would be where I would get it. And then smoke screen, up and out, up and out. We're not going to waste energy on... Jesus, fuck. We're going to waste energy on just one or two mobs. It's honestly kind of very important that you do conserve as much energy as possible, so if there's not at least 3 mobs around you, mobs being, of course, enemies, for those of you who don't speak fucking asshole-y, I'm sorry, I'm not using normal terms, because I play too many video games. And an easy way to tell your enemies around you, I'll show you as soon as the blade work stops, is just press up on the D-pad. You will expand your map, honestly, quite a lot. This is really good for sabotages when you're looking for those caches and shit. Another secret room. Hack and slash, slash and grab. I mean, smash and grab, actually. Now, one thing to keep in mind is you cannot cast Smokescreen in the air, unlike Blade Storm and I believe your teleport and your shuriken. So it's always good to ground yourself before you start any assault. You want to make sure you have a good clear area to ground yourself in instead of just dropping in the middle of, say, 10, 20 mobs in the middle of a T4S because they stormed outside the door. Now, I don't think I'm going to get to show you guys today this feature, but one of the great mechanics about Ash with his teleport, and actually we'll do it just for shits and grins, is it can expand basically the range of your Blade Storm. Say you're at the outskirts of a mob and you want to cast to the middle, you want to get the most efficiency and the most kills out of what you're doing. You can teleport to that center person and get in range to cast your Blade Storm, because as I've noticed, my teleport tends to teleport me a lot further than I can actually cast my Blade Storm sometimes. Which is still a fucking incredious fucking range. You really don't need to put much range on that at all, just to let you know. So you don't have to spend too many mod slots on it. Don't feel the need to put an overextended on it. I do believe range also negatively impacts something to do with your Blade Storm. I'm not 100% sure. Is there really only one mob left? Oh, criminy. Alright, we're gonna hunt down this guy, and then we are gonna call it. What the fuck? How far back did I leave this guy? Always make sure you clear a room before you leave, or else you end up doing this wondering, where did I go wrong? Oh my god, he is just so far back. You, really? You silly fucking goose ass motherfucker. Down feather pillow bitch. Sorry about that. These windows? See these windows? I'm gonna teach you guys something else. They also count as secret rooms. Why? I have no fucking idea. Ask the devs. I'm not a dev. I can't even program. And now we're really just gonna race. We're just gonna get there as fast as we fucking can. A lot of parkour bullshit. We're terrible at parkour, by the way. If you guys can't notice. Yeah, we're just gonna... Another secret room under these stairs. Why? Because fuck it. Alright guys, this has been Tombs Gaming and Reviews with How Does One Even Ash of Warframe. More specifically, Ash Prime. Cool, we got a Worm Prime Cerebrum out of that. I actually needed that. As always guys, have a wonderful day. Stay beautiful. Like and subscribe if you learned something. If you guys have any tips for me, leave them in the comments section. Later.